Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for NVDA price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the 2-week chart for the all-time history, we're looking here at a 1212, double 12, and we're looking at a wave 3 impulsive toward the upside, finishing wave 3 in the yellow. 4 and a 5 in the yellow already finished, of course, to finish a wave 3 in the orange, meaning a 1, 2, 3. We're looking for a wave 4 and a 5 currently. Now, this wave 4, of course, is gonna range so far inside this blue box as we have expected. And of course, here we go. We are inside this blue box between the fib time required for a wave 4 taken from the wave 2 exactly here. Now, possibly that also that this wave or this pattern is not finished yet, knowing that we took the low, and that because we don't see on the 1 hour chart yet any kind of a corrective, impulsive wave toward the upside. And that means when you want to see, of course, higher prices, you would like to see a 5 waves impulsive, and this is still, of course, missing on the chart. Basically, we did not reach even 100% the 1-to-1 fib level. There is still a gap there, meaning higher potential that we are still corrective here in 3 ways toward the upside. And maybe we're forming here 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for one more leg toward the downside. And that because I think that we are having here 3 waves down as a W, and you have another 3 waves as running flat potentially here. And we're looking still for one more leg towards the downside for a zigzag, meaning this X is of course the bridge between those two zigzags that we might have, of course. And knowing that you have already kind of an impulse, a wave toward the downside here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially it can be even a zigzag, so 3 waves down and then 3 waves up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter, it can be a flat anyway. It should, of course, match in comparison with the W. It should match nicely when we compare it with the W. And that would be much more than enough to bring us for one more leg toward the downside inside this blue box. What is that blue box? This blue box is, of course, the expanding flat fib level taken from this wave A to the wave B in the top, giving us, of course, an expanding flat of 1.38, 1.618. Now, you will tell me expanding flat, it cannot work here in this scenario because we don't have an impulse. It should be a wave C, and you are right. However, it's still, of course, a target that it might be possible, of course, formation of something, yeah, very, very complex. But, well, if we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, even I cannot take it because the wave 5 is longer than your wave 3, which is not allowed, of course, for an ending diagonal. Therefore, I still see a very complex structure here unfolding. Therefore, I'm obliged to call it a WX and a Y, very simple like this. And with this WX and a Y, the wave Y is also a very complex structure, double zigzag, that we are looking at here potentially. We can say even that this can be as well the W, by the way. And this can be the X here, whatever it is the X. And then we're looking for another wave Y. So very, very possible as well. Yeah, so these are the scenarios that I'm looking for. Now, targets, I see this target also in confluence. As you can see on the daily, we had before the 0.23 hit, the 0.38 hit, and next is the 0.5. So I'm looking right now if we are still, because we are still corrective here. I don't see, of course, an impulse, meaning it's still looking for lower, and potentially that we hit this area 1.618 in confluence with the 0.5 fib level. This is the last, of course, I would say not the last, but I mean, it is, of course, a very probable last option for this correction to finish exactly here. If we move lower than this, yeah, I would say, okay, we have to be careful. Something else is unfolding. It might be, of course, something very, very deep. And it might be, of course, a formation of a wave 2. And that means, of course, that in this case scenario, because you have finished here a wave 3, well, I'm looking for a wave 4, which should not be very, very deep. But if this goes very deep, okay, then something else is unfolding. We have to reanalyze and looking after 1-2 or something else in this area. But so far we are still okay until, of course, we invalidate this wave 4. We cannot say that we are dropping for a wave 2. Basically, we are still in a wave 4 until we dive under $58, of course. Yep, so basically that was it for NVIDIA. In conclusion, I'm still looking for one more leg toward the downside. That's all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.